So now we got some titanium rear suspension pins. We're gonna go ahead and install this pin set in the rear of the MX. So we'll grab the Promoto-Mx here, and I'm actually gonna turn it on its side. They're both gonna be installed here on the left side. And you can see that there's two small M2.5 screws, one here on the lower skid plate and one here in the swing arm. We're gonna take our 1.5mm hex driver and just take both of those screws out. Those screws basically act like caps for the hinge pins here in the rear suspension. And then I'm gonna actually put the bike back on the stand really quick. And basically on the other side, there's a hole that doesn't go all the way through the size of the pin, but you can basically find the pin and then push it out from the other side. And then you can actually just leave the driver in there and it'll hold the suspension together. And then you put the titanium shaft, and then I'll push the pin back through and it'll just push the driver out on the other side, get it back in. And then they actually look pretty close to the same, but you can really feel the weight difference. The titanium is about 60% of the weight of steel. So we'll take the steel one and set it off to the side. And then we have our second pin here, which is right here on the bottom skid plate. So we'll find that one on the other side. And we'll also go ahead and push the driver in there. It's right underneath the corner of the gearbox. And we'll slide that pin out, set that off to the side, and grab the new titanium pin and also run that back through the suspension hole, get it all lined up, and slide it in. Okay, now we got both pins in. We can just go back to the side here and we'll grab our 1.5 driver and put these screws back in, and they basically act as caps for the pins and keep them from coming out. And there we go. We got some very strong but much lighter titanium suspension pins in your rear suspension of the Promoto-Mx.